Hi, Mark Biesick here on location at Elk River High School at Chris Sandusky's classroom. Today we're going to talk about the creation of the calendar. Chris has taught here at Elk River High School for how many years?
This is my 27th year.
And how many years on the calendar committee?
Seems like forever, probably 15 maybe?
Now, when you're building a calendar, it's not just a high school calendar, it's a middle school calendar, it's an elementary calendar, and that adds a lot of challenges.
Yes, it does, because we have to make them blend together in some way. We have to think about obviously making sure kids are in at the maximum number of days. We have to think about, well, the paid holidays, the vacations that everyone holds near and dear, bus schedules so that we have as few days as possible where elementary is going to school but secondary is not, or vice versa. We also have to blend together the semester calendar, and then we have to think about conferences.
Is there several guiding things that you look at just to begin the process?
Basically, we look at the days that are already set. For example, MEA, Christmas, Easter. We figure out when those are because they will define when the vacations occur. We look at the start of the school year and if there are going to be any differences, for example, the teacher workshops. We also look for the fact that we cannot begin school according to state law until after Labor Day. So that, of course, necessitates when school will end. Then conferences also play a part because secondary conferences are held at a different time from elementary. Then we add to the fact that we need workshop time because we have to get grades ready for the different conference times as well as when the semester ends and we have to get the grades out. So there are many different little factors that look into it. It's pretty interesting.
It's a very complex piece. I get asked quite a bit in the district office when parents are upset with something. It's usually along the lines of, how come we don't have a full week spring break?
Many people in the community, staff, students, parents, would like to see school ending early in June, not going into the middle of June. And to do that, then we have to shorten the vacations, especially since the last couple of years Labor Day has been like the 7th or 8th in September. So that pushes everything, toward the middle of June. So to get everybody out on time, the last few years, we have shortened the spring break so that it's 4 or 5 days, 6 days at the most. Like I said, it's a trade-off. You give something, you get something.
And then as far as missed days because of weather, and again, we haven't had one of these for several years, but however, we do this year. There was a day built in or just automatically tagged on to the end?
Yeah, and this was actually at the direction of the school board some years ago. At one point, we used to put one of these snow makeup days on Easter Monday, but that interfered with parents returning from trips, and because sometimes it came pretty close to that time, and so there was no time to change plans. So as a result of that, the school board asked us to just tack the makeup days at the end of the school year and hope that we don't have to make any up. But unfortunately, this year we do. Yeah,
I think typically if we would have had more than one, we would have adjusted either maybe just staff days and maybe not kids, but that depends on the weather. I guess the last thing I have, is there any surprises coming up in this next year's calendar?
Well, the only thing different this year is that we have the honor of having Mike Maddouse, who's a respected educator and is helping us move toward the program of response to intervention. So to accommodate his schedule, we are going to put one of our staff development days, actually the second week of school. I believe it's the 14th and 15th. So stay tuned. Watch your school calendar.
Watch the website for all the updates on the calendar. Chris, I want to thank you for all your years of service on this committee. It's not an easy thing, especially when the rain or the snow starts coming and we have missed days and we have to make some adjustments. But thank you and thank all the people that you've worked with. This is Mark Biesick on location at Elk River High School with Chris Sandusky. Thank you.